everybody, I'm NinjaDude4567 and welcome back to another tutorial. And today what I have for you is a unloading system for a minecart. And that sounds really not that cool, but it sorts things, so it's also a sorter. I was trying to make an item transportation system for my survival world, and I found it hard for a hopper minecart to pick up a plethora of different items and transport them around the world. When I was trying to figure out a way to unload them, I thought that just a simple sorter or something on top of just, one of these guys would work. It was a little bit more complicated than that, but then I figured it out. This guy right here, aka this guy. This one looks cleaner. If we want to see it in action, let's just throw in iron, leather, and sugarcane. Send it on its way, right? It'll go on through this little junction and it'll stop and it'll start going through here. It doesn't look like it's on the hopper, but it is. And see, it's not taking out the leather or the sugarcane because it's getting its signal from here. And then once it's done, it'll send it on its way with everything else still in it. So let's look at an example where you could actually use this in a real world. Here I have this library thing that I made. This is my survival world. There's the cart going around. Here I'm separating leather from sugarcane because up above I have a little bookmaking station, right? So you can see here we have the minecart coming along. I don't know if I'll be able to see inside of it. Hopefully I will. And I missed it, but we can actually see it took out the leather. Now it's going over here. Now it's taking out the sugarcane. And then it goes on its way. And then I have some item elevators that send it up to the surface. That's nothing, but yeah, this is some real world implications. You can have a big loop, or I think this works best in a big loop system where you just have a massive minecart loop that delivers things all around. In a direct system, you don't need anything because nothing else is going to be on the direct system, but in this where you need to sort out all these different items, it works out really well, and I'm pretty proud of it. So another place that I have this is over in this bulk storage system. There's another minecart that's going along. Down here it's a little, kind of a mess of carts, but here's one that separates out iron from pumpkins, I believe. So let's get into building it. So to start building this, you're going to need at least 2 powered rails, 3 hoppers, but in reality you're probably going to need some more. 1 redstone comparator, 2 redstone repeaters, 4 pieces of redstone dust, rails because you're building a track. That's not really part of the build, but some building blocks, 2 redstone torches, and a chest or multiple chests or whatever. It is kind of open to interpretation. I'm just going to show you how to build the basic thing. You can assume that we'll have a rail coming along here, right? And a detector rail right there that will curve this way. I like to have 2 blocks of rail before it dips down. I think it just kind of separates it nicely. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down like that in this little L shape, break that block, and put a hopper facing into that block right there. Now destroy that block, go down right there, and make this shape right there. It's sort of a D if you want to look at it that way, but you don't really need that block. On top of your hopper, place a golden rail and put one right there as well. You're going to want to put a block here just to make sure the rail or the minecart has something to bounce against. Down on top of your D shape here, you're going to want to put a comparator right next to the hopper. You need to make sure that this hopper is going into here. If it's not facing that, it will not work. Put a piece of redstone dust there, and then put a redstone repeater right there set to 2 ticks. Then put a redstone torch right there. Now this is where your other hopper comes in. Make sure that it's facing this way or that way or whatever. I don't really know if it matters where that one's facing, but it needs to be above this redstone torch right there. This is where you can use as many hoppers as you want. If I want to make a chain that comes all the way out to there, just to put it into there, I can, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to do that, right? But in practice, you're probably going to want to, make your hopper trail lead to wherever your drop-off station is. I don't know. So what you have here is a sorting system, right? So this is tileable. You can stack it out as much as you want. Not in this system. I mean, you definitely can. You can have multiple of these stacked next to each other. I did it with the leather in the sugarcane example. I'll put that on screen right now, right? Make sure the redstone doesn't touch each other though, if you're building multiple of these next to each other, because then it'll just goof it, big goof this. It's not going to work out. We were on this side, now let's hop over to the other side. You're going to want to put a block right there next to that redstone dust, put a piece of redstone dust on top of there, make it face into a block with a redstone torch on top of it. On the level of this block, put another block right there, and then make this little L shape. When you have this, put a block right on top of there and break that bottom block. You don't actually need to break that bottom block, but you also don't need it. Put a piece of redstone dust right next to this torch, and then put a redstone repeater right into the track. It doesn't matter what delay this is set on. Now, you can make the sorting system. Now, anybody who's never made a sorter, this is how you do it. You take a block that's not going to be sorted, particularly a renamed item. If you want something, you rename it some weird thing, and then it won't get sorted. For this example, I'm just going to be using stone bricks. And then take whatever you do want to sort. I'll use diamonds, right? And you put it right there. And then you're also going to need another one down in this chest, but as they flow in, that one will fill up. And now, I can throw diamonds in there, right? That disappears, and the track actually turns off, but I can't throw anything else in there. I can't throw that. Nothing else will work. Only diamonds, right? So you can see if I put diamonds and detector rails into this little thing here and push it along its way, it's going to stop, and the diamonds are actually going to be deposited from here. Let's just make that go quicker. But see, the detector rails, not even a problem, not even gonna look at them. And if over here I wanted to build another one to make detector rails, I'll build this real quick. So I just replicated it over there real quick, except instead of diamonds, it's using detector rails. So we can use the same example. Diamonds, detector rails. Let's put those in there. Doesn't matter what order they're placed into there, by the way. Nope. I apologize for that. It went really slow, so it actually psyched it out. It wouldn't do that normally. So you can see the diamonds are going into there. Like normal. Right, we can cut this down. We don't care about that. Detector rails, untouched. It's going to go to the next one. If I were to put diamonds in there, the diamonds are not going to be touched. But it will take the detector rails. There, it's gone. Rest in peace. I think you get the gist of it. It's a good way to have a lot of things in your chest. You could also do this with chests. I'm pretty sure. I'm just making it hard on myself. See, if I have a chest, minecart chest there, it goes along. It's whatever. It's depositing its diamonds like normal, good and grand. Comes over here. It's depositing its rails, good and grand. It's off. So it doesn't just work with minecart hoppers. You can use chests as well. I don't know if you can use furnaces. I don't care. Nobody uses those anyway. But yeah, this is a good way to separate things, separate items that are in one chest. You don't need multiple chests or anything. It just, or you don't need multiple minecart chests. It's a good way to separate. Apologize if I sound a little bit monotone in this video. I've been watching a lot of Critical lately, and I think he's turning me into a sadist. So. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to punch that like button in the face like a leave a like, guys. I love Minecraft. Named